Having liberated the hourglass and become keeper of time, my next task was to restart history. Not beholden to past events, I was free to craft a new era. It was with humility and restraint that I approached this blank canvas. After careful preparation, I began work, painting over the darkness. After eons passed, I sketched out the realms. After eons more, I brushed them in with life. In my new era, all beings will have the opportunity to find peace. Whether or not they do will be their responsibility. For my power only permits me to begin this endeavor. It is the duty of mortals to finish it.
I am a little bit excited because I worked hard and some people have seen it. If you follow me on Twitter, you've definitely seen this. I've worked hard, I've worked tirelessly. It took me like 5 hours to get done. And it's simple, but it's great. So then, the controller that we have on screen has changed. Ready? Cool. Oh, it's... the chroma key a little bit too strong. There we go. Chroma key was a little bit too strong. Yeah, it's not 100%, but look, because I'm tapped out, it won't matter. I have mapped on my controller, so I've got the analog stick that does everything. Let's go over to Steam. That way I'm not. Maybe I can also do it. It's still also mapped with the D-pad. So even when I'm over on the D-pad, it will still come up. A, X, Y, B, RT, LT, RB, LB. I've got it set up like a proper fighting stick. Also, for some reason, they've given away the movie cosmetic, which I'm shocked about. Yeah, we've got like 2 of the 95 movie version. Oh, that looks cool. That looks okay. Yeah, so I was oh. Is it the best? No. Is it something I spent hours making and I'm proud of? Yes. So I'm happy with it. Hunter Souls. Ooh, that's not bad. Yeah, I'm chuffed with this. It's pretty neato. We have some Shang Tsung. I love Shang Tsung so much. If the thing that I looked up is to be believed, next season might be Liu Kang, and if so, that's really weird. That we could be getting a Liu Kang. I don't think I'm ever gonna go to anything other than Deadly Alliance. I mean, I could change it up to the purple, but I never. I like the dark red, but the twist in Python is just perfect. It is perfect. I do not care. Does the face match it? No, but so good. Yeah, I tried to make a proper overlay. I got an idea for an overlay that I want to do, and to actually get it to work, I'm gonna have to have the overlay on the gaming computer OBS, and then that will be changed. So half the overlay will be on the gaming computer, half it will be on the actual streaming one. So it's gonna be a bit weird. There's nothing in my fights collection, so that's a bit weird. Oh, that's coming up. We got 2,000 coins. Let's do it. Maybe 3,000. I'm going to continue on with Invasion. I'm chuffed. You know what? I'm gonna try my damnedest. If it don't, ooh, we'll get some art. If it don't work, I might hire someone. I might see about if someone can do an overlay. I really want to do. I've been wanting to do it for a while now. What is that face? They were really going for something different with that Shang Tsung. Right, invasion. Yeah, so it takes up a lot of the screen currently. I could make it a bit smaller. Let me see. What if I made that there? It's not. I'd line that up. 705, 703 wide. That's centered to the game. Like I say, it's not the best. It's not the worst. It's an attempt. And I'm chuffed with it. I'm happy with it. I want to make a proper overlay to go with it. It's meant to be similar to the old Mortal Kombat 1. Well, the actual Mortal Kombat arcade cabinet. That's what it's based off of. It looks so cool. I'm so good. I made every asset you see there. Even the red ones. I actually had to make. That's the MKX logo I used. And then the actual pad here that's moving. That's just the default one that comes in this. I'm not tapped into the game. I am tapped into the game. Why can't I not move? Oh, that's weird. I can't move. Yeah, that's the default one. Yeah, it's meant to sort of look like the old thing. Because at first it wouldn't let me do the D-pad. You could either have the thumbstick or a D-pad, and you know they're meant to be one in the same in old fighting games, you know. But because I have an Elite controller, I think you can do it with just regular Xbox controllers as well. I just remapped the up, down, left, right to the thumbsticks up, down, left, right. So then it basically is registering my D-pad as it. So yeah, it's cool. As soon as I'm done with Sector, I'm gonna bring Farah out. I was gonna do Takeda with Farah, but I really want to max out Shang Tsung this season. You know, it's his season. Let's max it out. I do like playing Shang Tsung in this game. Not my favorite version of him. That still goes to Deadly Alliance for story, gameplay, and all that. I know MK11 had a really good gameplay version of Shang Tsung, so. I do enjoy this costume though. I really appreciate how this costume is a thing. See, this is what I find funny. He can turn into other players. And from what I've seen, Shang Tsung can even this season boss with some PC being against either the AI or having mods, you can do it. But the AI can even turn into the ninjas, and they all wear their UMK3 versions, and that's just like, yes, that's great. I hope they bring back his transforming into the enemy. I hope, because we're gonna be getting some reveals tonight. That's gonna be about 10 PM my time. Oh, we haven't had a clue yet, so I don't know if the clues have been revealed this season or whatnot. There's a lot. Oh. Oh, people are talking about what could be a thing. Yeah, tag kit team could be a thing. Creative fight, I've just seen someone talk about that. I doubt that's ever returning. That was, from what I understand, that was way too powerful in Armageddon. You just made broken things unless they really revamp it. The person I go to for all the maps isn't posting maps yet. That's Scream on Twitter. Scream FGC does some really good ones. Just seen a post though. Shang Tsung's Mortal Kombat trilogy transformations he turns into. He can turn into Sub-Zero, Scorpion, Ermac, Reptile, Nude Cybot, Smoke, Rain, Tremor, Male Katana, and Melina. Wait, Male Katana? Oh man, I'm just quickly watching this. Oh, sorry, let me just mute that. Yeah, he gets abilities from all of them. Oh, that's so cool, man. If they bring that back in for... Oh, yeah, Male Katana. It's just like Sub-Zero, but he throws fans. So that's interesting. Backstab, I'm guessing that's got something to do with Melina. One of her moves, maybe. I'm not too sure. I'll get this done just to get it out of the way. I'm not going to sit around and figure out the... Yeah, look, I get up and down on the right analog stick I'm inputting there, and that's coming up as up and down. Don't know why that's a thing, but that's apparently a thing. All right, Veronica. What's the matter? I want to watch this. It's bad game. You're a bit young to watch this.
No.
Actually, no, you're probably not. I was playing Mortal Kombat at like the age of 4. Sure, in my day, the blood looked like, you know, yellow goo.
You look up at the top.
Like yellow. Yeah, that's me up the top. Yeah. The red and the black. Yeah, look, it's that is being up there. See? So my niece wants to know what's happening.
Baby in my tummy.
Yeah. Go show Nanny. Yeah, look, what comes up on this screen down here, I'm streaming to up there. That's cool, ain't it?
5, 1, 2, 3.
Don't get me wrong, she's an inquisitive child. What's some of my brutalities? Hold on. Young form must hold back. Ooh, oh, Novado's here.
Finish him.
Are you playing with Snickers? Are you getting my Snickers?
Fatality.
Baby in
Shang
my
Tsung
tummy, Mommy.
wins.
I don't know, Snickers. They're playing. That requires a key. Let's... Oh, we got a portal. Oh, okay. Sorry, my nieces really like to know what's going on. They like seeing what I'm doing. They understand that it's the games are a thing, so they're like, oh, I want to play games. I like playing games and all that, and you know, I let them and all that. You know, when I have the Xbox Game Pass, I play the Paw Patrol games with them. Some of them are not bad as well. The Monty Pilots one was kind of rubbish. They only afforded like one voice actor. Couldn't even get the licensed music for the game. This is what I find, like, the company that made that game made like 2 others. They've got like a free roam one that seems interesting, and then they got a racing one that's also pretty interesting. And all of them have got like the voice actors and all that. Sure, they're the American voice actors. I don't expect them to change it for every region and all that. It's just, you know, like, oh, it's a different voice actor than what you're used to sometimes. But it's just weird. Oh, I like that Reiko skin. Rico gets some nice skins sometimes. 2 points to defense. Magic resistance, let's go. Yeah, but yeah, but for some reason this Mighty Pup one, they had only the voice actor for Ryder. There's next to no music in it. It's just a very linear, boring game.
Fight.
It's like 7 missions long. Oh, look, speaking of Reiko. I mean, is every enemy using bravado? Hey, what are you smacking Snickers for? What did he do? What's he a bad doggy for? He's not barking. You're the one barking. Sorry, they're gonna be coming in now. I should have probably streamed a bit later, but I wanted to wait. Not wanting to wait. I wanted to start getting some early. I might do a reaction to the news that's gonna be coming out tonight on Mortal Kombat. That's gonna be about 2200 my time. So that's in a couple hours. Like in 2.5 hours. I'm gonna be getting my ass handed to me. I'm not a big Reiko fighter against. He's not a bad fighter. He's got like this MMA sort of moveset, which I really enjoy. It's just weird that he doesn't have a hammer in this one.
Finish him.
But maybe they'll do something like, oh, he gets I know
Shang Tsung.
he has a spear in it. Well, he has a spear in this. And Zhao doesn't have his hammer, so maybe something happens with the hammer. Maybe someone else makes it or whatnot. Who knows? What we got, collector? You sell the keys. I will sell you these. I'll keep the talismans. Oh, no. Buy myself some keys. Okay, the reaction time on some of this seems a little. Look, I'm pressing up and it's not going up. Let's open up a chest. Let's see about what that relic does. When it loads, what's the thing about Mortal Kombat? It can be so slow. Cameos deal increased damage by 100%. Unlimited cameo meter. Oh, that'd be really good for Kenshi. Damage done decreases by 50. That might be good for Kenshi though. Bring out his sword ability. Let's do a test, Jim. Look at that. That looks so cool coming up in the red. I had to upload parts of it to Twitter to because it relies on a UI it relies on the thing that you type in to get to websites. URL. That's how it does it. And I think because Twitter compression, it hasn't come out perfectly because I made it in up on the D-pads. Seems a bit weird. That's weird. Yeah, it seems like Twitter compression has screwed with it a bit, because if you look very closely at the four black bars that have the buttons labeled to them, they've got a sort of brownish look for some reason. But I've double checked in the actual software that I use, they are black. So I don't know why they got changed. The wording's a little bit blurred. I was hoping for a flawless then. Okay, we can do this, Melina.
Finish her.
I love how you can see everything like that. Look at that. That's I could when I'm using my thumbstick, you can see that. When I'm using the D-pad, you can see that. I could get out a fight stick. I don't know, man. I feel like this game isn't brilliant for fight sticks. I'm also not very good with them. Yeah, I don't know why up on the D-pad isn't working now. It probably is because of the rebind and all that. Because it's accepting the input, it's just the game doesn't want to accept the input for some reason.
Test your might.
With some other stuff. Yeah, I kind of regret buying Omni-Man voice announcer because that Ermac one. Oh, if someone told me that we were getting Ermac. Yeah, if someone told me about that bloody Ermac skin, I would have. Oh. I would have saved it. No one told me. Yeah, so the other inputs are being accepted. Optional. Yeah, I like how you can just skip all the fights, it seems, and just go straight for the boss. It's very good if you just grind in the tower, I guess. Hey Rain, you finally got a nice skin as well. You got your UMP3 one. Oh wow! Just Rain's head off. Didn't even mean to.
Brutality. Shang Tsung wins.
Flawless victory. I wish Goro was a playable fighter. I know if the leaks are to believe.
Shang Tsung's parade of horribles continues with this new Veternian hybrid. Thoroughly lethal and unrepentantly cruel. She will drain every last drop of your blood.
Oh, this is gonna be yeah, what's her face? Natara. I don't even like Natara because of this game. This game made me really hate Natara. Yeah, no, I know if the leaks and data mines are to be believed, I know who we're getting in Kombat Pack 2. But I'm hoping for the story one we get Goro. That'll be
To you, I'm an expendable asset.
that'll be really cool if we could have Goro. I like that outfit. Don't like the actual skin on her. Like I say, I like the Raiden skin that she got. Oh wow. Holy shit, she's actually fighting. That makes a change for Natara's. Natara's usually just stand there and take punishment. Oh, okay. Imagine Shang Tsung as a cameo. That would be pretty interesting. I guess it would be sort of similar to Shujinko's cameo. You know, it's either A, he can still feel his power like Shujinko, or they have it where he is different ninjas. Like, they'll probably do... Yeah, man, I want Quan Chi as a cameo so badly. I want Quan Chi... And if Noob is coming out, I want Smoke. I want Cyber Smoke. Because that way I can have the Deadly Alliance and I can have Noob Smoke back. Noob Smoke was my shit in Deception. Damn it, I was really hoping that would reach. Oh, oh well. A little bit lost in XP. It's what happens.
Shang Tsung wins.
Oh, we're getting there with Sector. I am looking forward to maxing him out and going on to Farah. I've heard Farah is a lot of fun to play with. I'm also a little bit shocked. Well, then again, she's not the first MKX character. We had we're not doing. I hate character trials. Yeah, no, she's not the first MKX character. We had Tremor, who technically wasn't an MKX. He was first playable in MKX, which is really weird. How Strike Force, I think that's the name. I never played it, never really cared to look into it. I think that's the name of it. It's really weird how he was in that but never showed up in Armageddon. And it's like, yeah, sure, no one played Strike Force, but you know, then again, Armageddon's meant to be like every fighter's here, and I'm pretty sure it's missing like 2. I always thought I was having a look at MK Warehouse, and they have Chameleon on there, the female one, as playable, but I'm pretty sure I heard she's only in the Wii version of Armageddon. Now I've got the PlayStation 2 version on emulator, so I'll load that up and double check, because when you go onto the Deception version of the game, it actually separates things like Goro and Shao Kahn to be like, oh, these are only available on the PSP, you know, in Mortal Kombat Unchained. I think I would really love to see a Mortal Kombat Ultimate, and it's just like as many fucking fighters as you can, and you could pick like keep it 2D. I'm okay with it being 2D. You could have every fighter from every game except Chronica, because fuck Chronica, we hate Chronica. All my homies hate Chronica. We like Garrus, don't get me wrong, we don't like MK11 Garrus, but MK1 Garrus is pretty fucking chill. We like it. No joke, when I saw one person that I really used to enjoy as a VTuber, he was a bit disappointed that Garrus probably wouldn't come back, and I was like, yeah, I can understand that, but at the same time, you know, gameplay wise I can understand it, but at the same time, story wise, why would you bring Garrus back? And it turns out, nope, they brought Garrus back. They somehow did it. They somehow managed to write one of the worst characters in MK11 into MK1 and make him actually enjoyable. I will give props for MK1. You made Garrus one of the worst things I hated about MK11, and made him fun and enjoyable. So there's that. In there, down back A, down.
Finish him.
Oh, we can't do it now. I'm surprised with Shang Tsung you can't change his old form. Look, to have like the Mortal Kombat 1 old form, that would be really, you know, the original arcade Mortal Kombat 1 old form. That would be really cool. I'm also surprised that we haven't had these MK2 form yet. We must send a snake to destroy a snake. There's a lot of shit here. Oh, my back hurts bad. My nieces have taken the pillows to build a pillow fort, and I thought I'd lay in bed. I got this little neck pillow, so I thought I'll just use that. Yeah, no, that was
3, 2, 1.
I don't know why they didn't attack me. Also, thank you game for not showing me the move until after it was drawn. I thought it was going to be down back A. But I guess not. I don't mind doing them ones, the little draws. They're quick, they're easy. What do we got? Ooh. consumable. US super armor for next account. That could be worthwhile. Yeah, so all the inputs are working except up for some reason. Don't know why. Oh no, go back, go back, go back, go back, go back. Soul Lord. That would be. Also, I've been talking to like random. It's Raiden Shang Tsung. Imagine if Shang Tsung was actually like a good guy in this game. You know, Liu Kang wasn't a fucking arsehole and decided, hey, I'm gonna give him a really hard life. No, he was actually one of the monks in. Like Raiden, perhaps can still be a god. You know, you don't actually have Raiden, and it was Shang Tsung and you know. Shang Tsung and Kung Lao. I think that would be very interesting. Jesus, man. Could you not for 2 seconds keep teleporting? Okay, thank you. Yeah, maybe Shang Tsung, no, is, I don't know, trying to... Well, what Shang Tsung is definitely meant to be Chinese. He was a Chinese Earthrealmer in the original timeline, and in the reboot timeline. So why did they have Raiden, a Japanese man living out in China? Like, you could have actually had like 2 Chinese characters. Yeah. They could have left Raiden. I know he's like, oh, well, Raiden gave up his power in MK11. Yeah, and this is a new timeline. Liu Kang could have given him power. He literally gives him an amulet in this game to give him the power. So perhaps something like that. Perhaps the new gods require physical items to tie them to the realms and things like that, so then they don't get out of line like Shinnok. You know, also, will we ever see Shinnok again?
Fight.
I have to admit, as much as I like some of these characters, Homelander's definitely it for me, man. Which is a real shame because it's like, I will never see him again. Yeah, I'm going to say this now. I like guest characters. I hate that guest characters are basically licensed to one game and will likely never be seen ever again in any Mortal Kombat. I'll change into the old form. So I always forget. Spinning spike is down forward. Why? It's hold down and press. Oh, that's spinning spike. Okay. Well, that didn't work. I don't know. Yeah, it's like I really like Alien from MKX. From what I understand, Kratos in the reboot was really cool to play as. The only problem is he was PlayStation exclusive. I do think something like Mortal Kombat should have exclusive characters. I'm gonna say that now. I know that they tried to get Marcus from Xbox, you know, Gears of War and all that, but they didn't. They lost. They didn't have the opportunity due to like time constraints and all that. Would have been really cool. But yeah, PC got no one. It would have been in the end, so that would have been horrible. I would just like them to say, hey, look, if you want a Mortal Kombat, if you want to be in a Mortal Kombat, you got to suck it up and be in everyone's platform. That's it. I mean, I think Soul Calibur 4 done it the best. It's like, okay, you want an exclusive character? PlayStation, you get Darth Vader. Xbox, you get Yoda. You can buy the other side.
Fight.
It's like, there we go. It's not an IP that either Microsoft or Sony own. It's a freedom thing. It's also had the Secret Apprentice in it, Galen Merrick. It had his Force Unleashed 1 version. which was nice to play as. You know, and then the other two Star Wars characters are like, okay, well, these are exclusives. This is what happens, you know? See, I was looking at this. Tiger, a Tiger on Twitter that I follow, pretty cool guy. He was saying about he wouldn't mind seeing Meat come back, which is funny because I also said that Meat come back. But like Meat could be someone that he'd done that move on, but somehow refused to die. You know. And I know the whole somehow is a really bad writing thing, and yes, I agree, somehow is a terrible way to write something, but it could be like, oh, it was a creature of immense magical abilities, that its rage alone, maybe it's a scorpion or something. I don't know. This is why you rewrite things constantly, otherwise you get somehow Palpatine returned. I fucking hate that line so much, because it's like, oh, that's not how you do writing, Disney. Disney, you're one of the world's richest companies, and somehow your writing is somehow. Well, I know how. It's because you lot hire solely from California and hire based on things like race and shit like that, and it don't work. I mean, hell, look at Leslie Hayland. It's like, oh, we hire her to make a gay Star Wars show. It's like, yeah, from what I understand, people have not enjoyed it. Like, don't get me wrong, I've been done with Star Wars longer than she took over for Regulate, but that was like a big nail in the coffin of not going back. I finished Bad Batch and it's like, I don't even care for that. I didn't care for things like Ahsoka. So, you know, with Disney constantly stacking up everything to be bad, you stacked up too many cards against you, Disney. What the fuck? What time is it actually? 19:45. We've still got a few hours before the San Diego. Let's see my elbow. Yeah, still got a few hours before the Comic-Con reveal. I'll probably watch it after. There'll probably be like trailers and shit like that. I'll watch it on stream, maybe, and then do like, a highlight or something like I did for the Gears of War one. That Gears of War one did really well, strangely enough, which I'm chuffed about. I'm chuffed that my videos do all okay, you know? Like I say, it's like I took the last stream because it got age restricted, so I was like, fuck it, how am I gonna get around this? I just came with the real idea, download it, re-upload it. It's like, oh, you know, that works, because you know, it's like an hour and 40-minute stream. It was YouTube reviewed it in less than 10. You know, I gotta love how YouTube manages to do that. You know, it's skills, man, to be able to review such a long stream. Then again, they done it the same with Bioshock. They tried restricting that one. I don't think my Bioshock 2 stream, one of them, it got restricted. I don't think it was an age restriction. It was like a full-on restriction, like countries couldn't see it. It's like, no, fuck that. I'm contesting. And the worst thing is, YouTube's like, oh, okay, well, you know, all of our stuff is done by humans, and it's like, our decision's final. And then if you don't get like an actual proper decision, it's like, oh, well, 10 minutes to review a you know, a couple hours footage, and it's like, you know, how can I dispute this? And it's like, no, you can't. So, you know, you got to take it up with Twitter, and it's like, I don't have a following on Twitter to get that sort of stuff. And don't get me wrong, yes, this is a gory, violent game and shit like that. That's kind of cute. Yeah, this is a gory, violent game. I don't think it needs to be 18+.
Finish him.
I'm gonna say I don't think it needs to be 18 plus. Yeah, I'm sorry if you think. Oh, yeah, that was kind of quick and easy. If you think this deserves 18 plus, I'm gonna beg to differ. I understand it's because different countries and all that. And it's like, yeah, sure. Moderate your kids. You know, I'm sorry that I agree with showing kids these sort of games to an extent. Like I say, I was playing like Deadly Alliance, Shaolin Monks, Deception, Unchained. I was playing all them from like age of 6 to 13 and shit like that when they were coming out. Yeah, I've grown up on violent things, and yes, I would say I'm a little bit desensitized to the world, but that's not because of video games. There's got to be because of like other shit I've seen on the internet, not video games. I've seen some really dark shit on the internet. I mean, since Elon Musk took over Twitter, I've seen people leave life violently. Either by themselves on accident or, you know, through actual third-party acts. And it's like, okay, you know, I'm pretty sure that's going to desensitize me to the world, not me playing Mortal Kombat. You know, a fantasy experience of just, hey, I'm a badass who can do magic. You know, I mean, look, they go back and look at like Deadly Alliance's fatalities. I think even down to this game's fatalities, I think they're over the top stupid sometimes. I will literally turn and say, like the characters go too far. And it's not like too far as in like disgusting as all that. It's like too far for what feels like to be violent for the sake of being violent. You know what I mean? Doesn't feel like, oh, we're doing this because, hey, it's a cool violent thing. It's like, oh, I've ripped this guy in half, I've pulled out his spleen, and then I crush his head. It's like, yeah, I feel like the ripping in half was more than enough sometimes, and sometimes I feel like a ripping in half isn't. Just, you know, different people have like a different what's it called, enjoyment of violence. You know, I've seen some really fucked up shit in my life because of the internet, because of films and stuff like that. Oh god, the rest seems alright so far, I'll say that, but none of it's been because of video games. What is she doing? What does she do? What? Okay, there's 4 stance. Yeah. Which I'll do that, and let's cancel. I don't know what this is, where she's just there you go. I don't know what the fuck that move was from Terror. I do miss Tor a little bit. I'm glad that we're not losing characters from the reboot era. I wouldn't mind seeing Kotal Khan. I did like Kotal Khan in MKX, didn't like him in 11. I didn't like a lot of things in 11, so we're all gonna just agree not many of us liked a lot of shit in MK. I didn't like the whole, oh, Jade and Kotal Khan, they've had a relationship. Not in the original timeline. Oh, but it's a reboot timeline. Okay, they've never been on screen together. They had a relationship, trust.
Fight.
I don't know why so many people are pissy that Jade's missing from this game. Don't get me wrong, I do think she should have been in it, but some people are very pissy about it. I think Jade makes a bit more sense than Tanya. I have to admit, Tanya's new skin, this one but in yellow, really nice. Yeah, I feel like Tanya definitely needed her white eyes in this to make her really good.
Shang Tsung wins.
You know, because Tanya sort of took over the role of, hey, I'm here as your defender, shit like that. I'd like to know where Jade is. You know, she was in Denian. I think Tanya was Outworld. What? I can't get through to a door. There you go. Yeah, I think Tanya was
I
Outworld.
would minister to a soul in chaos, but Havoc, sadly, is beyond my help. Only one thing can be done to silence his heart's tumult.
Oh, so okay, Havoc is chaos. There's a whole upstairs area. Why is there an upstairs area if there's the boss? I'm confused. Like, it could just be like when you come back through the regions, but it seems a bit weird. Quan Chi, that is a nice Quan Chi skin. Again, though, I don't like the whole zombie aspect. And I say as well, I don't care for the whole multiverse thing. I think they should have stuck with 2. You know, if you want to make the Shang Tsung ending canon, sure. You know, alongside the Liu Kang one. Okay, fine. You know, you could have just had the 2 timelines. I think splitting it off to an infinite amount is just stupid. Because they say, oh yeah, the timeline split when you got Veronica's crown. It's like, okay, there's like a handful of timelines I can see from there. Don't see a Kung Lao, Katana, things like that. Maybe Geras. Maybe in some ways you could get Geras, but okay, that just wait. Oh no, I'm using the D-pad. Yeah, no, there's like a hole upstairs. This way. Okay, yeah, it's just locked. Okay, different. I think I would have locked it down here just so then people don't have to do the stairs. I can see like a handful of timelines, not the amount that we got. Sorry, phone and buzz. Let me put it on silent. That's just Discord thing. Someone's asking for some YouTube mods.
If you want me
Which I
to,
could do, but she
could
streams
fix that
really early in the morning for me.
If I want to, I'll fix it myself.
That zombie skin looks okay, but it's Havoc, so you know it's not pretty hard. So I don't like the helmet on him. I'm gonna say that. God damn it, he used Kano. I feel like Farah, you're gonna have to really have a good character for it. I don't know how I'm gonna use her. Yeah, she seems definitely good for splitting down that distance between characters, which is always nice. Oh, that's a nice bit of armor, damage on his armor, I mean. There we go. I like that sort of greener look. I've got that sort of greeny yellow look going on at the moment because of that. Because I don't think you take on the exact colours of them. No, it's a slight difference. I don't know how you play as Havoc. There we go. Ah, bollocks armor. defeat power. God, I love Shang Tsung. Well, I love Shang Tsung just any anyway. I don't think he's ever had a bad gameplay wise. Not the best. He's definitely getting slightly bit better, and I hope that the changes that have come to the AI and all that this season come to actual player. That would be pretty interesting to be able to. I still think his 11-1 is super fucking fun. Yeah, I've got it all where you change in between like various ninjas in the 11 version. I haven't played that in months now. Actually, this must be about a year since I last played 11. That's a shame. Don't get me wrong, I don't like 11. Story reasons. I got into it late. I don't like the whole roster half the time. A lot of guest characters. Like, I'm gonna say this now. I don't really care too much for having Joker in it. Spawn. I'm not a big superhero person anymore. I like having Homelander in this one. I'm not gonna sit there like, oh, I like Homelander in this one. It's like, yeah, Homelander's a lot of fun because he really suits Mortal Kombat a lot. But I'm not a Peacemaker fan. Omni-Man, okay, sure, he also suits it. Again, not Peacemaker, not Joker. I liked playing as Spawn, but I'm not a big Spawn fan, you know, so there is that. Good to have it skin though, that's a nice one. Got a headpiece. Some nice brutalities. Invader defeated. This thing, if it takes me about an hour to do this, must take people like 6 hours. Yeah, it's like 6 months. I'm gonna turn around and say this though. I don't think Invasion should come back from Mortal Kombat next. I'm gonna say I think once they're done with Invasion, just let it end, you know. Let it go out with a whimper. I'm more than happy. I kind of also want to line up Mortal Kombat reboot like now. Because I'm not happy with this timeline. Because there's some weird sort of stuff going on. A lot of people have noticing what I pointed out a while ago. There's some almost incestuous relationships Liu Kang has set up. And you gotta be like, oh, well, it's a multiverse. This sort of thing would happen. It's like, yeah. But not when it's the guy who you know is made the universe. When it's like your mate who's made the universe, you look at him and go, why'd you make my son my cousin? And yeah, you know, it's like, oh, well, that was an MK2 one. But it's like, yeah, but he saw the timeline. He knew what was gonna be. I don't know. And I think they introduced the Armageddon pyramid too quickly. I know that. I think that one was meant to be in Shang Tsung's time. Well, they were like, yeah, it's in Shang Tsung's timeline, but I don't know, man. Let's see. How do I do this? Better one. I must have not got brutality. Down. Okay. Let's give it a try. That's a nice one. I don't mind that. Oh, she is a little skull pile or head pile, whatever it is. I like that one. Yeah, I'm okay with that. A bit tired. I think we're up against the general shelf throughout that entire last one. I still want to call him Shao Kahn. I want to know where Edenia is. I want to know if Katana, Melina, Sindel, and Jerick are still Edenians, or are they now Outworlders? Fight. Is that a reptile skin on there? Ah, shit. Go on, Pharaoh. You can get him. I cared not for this one.
Shang Tsung win.
I love how she's just like this little brat. She's great. I love Pharaoh. I have to admit, I did enjoy Pharaoh Tour in MKX. I enjoyed playing as them. It's been so long since I played that. It's PC version. Not very good. Not very good at all. Very laggy, it seems. I'd have to properly one day go and see if it can work.
Fight.
Also, anyone else find it weird Movado came out with he came out in between. What did Movado come out with? I think it was Ermac he came yeah, just before Ermac. Yeah, it was in between Ermac and Quan Chi he came out, and he's kind of needed for Takeda's ending. Well, not needed, but he's in Takeda's ending. It's like, why did you not bring Movado out with Takeda? I know that, you know, Farah was meant to come out with Homelander, but she got delayed, so now she's out with Takeda. But it just seems a bit weird why Movado wasn't the one who was there first. I know we haven't seen Movado since Armageddon, but yeah, it's a bit weird. Okay, that seems like the way she goes. Oh, sorry, I'm getting tired already. Oh, it's a long day for me. Oh, it's just a shop. What have you got? You got some keys for me, buddy? I can do some keys. Yeah, let's go. I'll give you 3,000 coins for 3 keys. That seems like a terrible fucking deal. Cold Widow. Well, that's going to be Sub-Zero mixed with Sindel. Yeah.
Fight.
Yeah, I feel like there's too much in this timeline that's similar to previous ones, and then there's, you know, too much that's different in other ways. It's like, okay, so, you know, yeah, Johnny's not as much of a big of an arsehole. Okay, that's different. Sindel still lost Gerald, and it's like, oh, well, that's just the same. And it's like, oh, Melina's actually Katana's sister, not an Abomination clone. But now she's the older one. So it's like, why take... Some things shouldn't have been changed. Like, Katana should be first, followed by Melina. Don't care if she's her biological sister or not. I feel like, you know, that makes sense. Liu Kang would be like, hey, look, let's make it in this timeline, because Katana sort of likes her, but, you know, hates that she's this used tool and all that. And Melina did start out as like, I want to be like Katana and all that, but circumstances have stopped me. And it's like, okay, fine, you can get behind that, you know, make them actual sisters and shit. But then it's just like, why did you give all of the reward to Melina? Why did you put her first in line to the throne? Why did you get them Outworld, a place that Katana hated? No, you gave Baraka this really nice life. Now let's face it, Baraka in the old canon was a vicious, brutal monster. Yeah, and that's coming from both the old lore and the reboot lore. He was brutal. He was horrible. And, you know, he gave him a pretty good life, but he fucks over Shang Tsung. Okay, Shang Tsung kind of was a big thing in Mortal Kombat 1 and 2. But then he just fucks over Quan Chi because, you know, fuck it, it's Quan Chi. It's like, this Quan Chi has done nothing to you. This Quan Chi comes from the reboot timeline, which doesn't even kill you. It's Raiden, so it's like, you can't even blame that. That means you You had to intentionally look at an even further back timeline and go, yeah, this guy is just a problem, perhaps.
Finish him.
It's like, you're an arsehole, Luke. You're just an arsehole.
Fatality.
You made him a slave in a mines. You took away Shang Tsung's home. His realm that he lived in, and made him an outworlder, a nobody. If I was Liu Kang, I think I would have liked to have seen Shang Tsung as a monk, I think. You know, and perhaps he learns about his previous past selves and sits there like, do I turn into this, do I not? And trying to avoid becoming this evil monster makes him crave power and all that, and eventually turns him into the evil monster and shit like that. Who knows? Let's get rid of the super armor. And then I can hey, I can't activate it. I have more than enough. You know, Reptile is no longer Reptile. His size off. It's like, you know, you made him from the last of his species to an outcast of his species for no reason other than, yeah, don't get me wrong. He's a good guy and all that. I don't really care for him being a good guy. I kind of like his reboot one, you know, where he just is trying to do what's best for Outworld and all that. You fucked him over big time. Oh, Brutality's gonna do this. Hold up. There we go. Oh god. There's a pool there.
Brutality.
I'm just saying, I think I would have really gone differently with it. I think I would have still kept Raiden and Fujinko as Elder Gods. Not Fujinko, Fujin. Fujinko ain't even a character. I think I would have had it as Kung Lao and Shang Tsung as sort of like your apprentices and shit like that. I wouldn't have even allowed the Lin Kuei to even exist, because the original timeline, you know, Bihan and Kuai Liang are born into the Lin Kuei. In the reboot timeline, they're born in America, they're mixed race, and then they're sort of abducted, I think it was by their father, to go into the Lin Kuei. I can't fully remember. It's like, yeah, I don't think I would have had the Lin Kuei be a thing. Yeah, I would have given Scorpion a happy life. I wouldn't have made him the adopted son of his nemesis's brother and gave that nemesis's brother his wife. And it's like, yeah, that's kind of a weird fucking thing. I swear Liu Kang has an incest fetish. I know he's a monk who fell in love with like the first fucking woman he saw. But goddamn, Liu Kang, you're fucking weird. No one can deny that Liu Kang is just absolutely weird. Terrible fucking Elder Gods. Let's see. Who else has he scored? Well, he makes.
Shang Tsung
Right. Okay. If both data mine and in-game dialogue has shown that he makes Sexal, Cyrax, and Fujin all into women for some reason. Can't imagine why. Yeah, no, it's just weird. Madam Bo, I'm going to assume that is Bo Raicho. No longer an Outworlder.
fight.
And no longer a man. It just seems weird. Madam Bo, Bo Raicho. They both work for the Shaolin. You know, it's just things like that. It's just like, you wouldn't put it together, but it's because it is literally like, you know, Liu Kang has done this to other characters that I'm going to assume he's done it to Bo Raicho, because, you know, I guess fuck that, you know.
Fatality. Shang Tsung wins. Fight.
Now, is the one being still a thing? Because it's like, oh, okay, the one being was the whole reason why Mortal Kombat was done, to stop anyone from uniting the realms under one rule and bringing him back. It's like, oh, okay. Is that still a thing? Because it's like you reset the timeline back to the universe of Star, and it's like, well, the one being. In the original, he was an Elder God. In the reboot, he might have been an Elder God. I'm not entirely too sure. He could have been a Titan. I don't know. Titans were introduced till 11, so
Brutality.
I don't even know.
Shang Tsung wins.
It's weird, you know. I can go on about this. I might do a video on how much I despise Liu Kang as a god.
Savage. Fight.
And I know cameos aren't canon, but you know, is Farah still with Tor? She did love him. I think she saw him as an older brother. I'd have to replay X's ending of her tower to figure that out, if it was like a older brother or father-daughter type relationship. Can't remember. And it's meant to be that when Tor dies, Farah then takes up the mantle, and then she gets someone who's young to go and combat with in the same way. She sort of becomes the next Tor. I can't remember. Like I say, it's been a while.
Shang Tsung wins.
I'm also just annoyed about the story. You know, you have like these characters on the older timeline, like Darius. I'm pretty sure Darius was Red Dragon in the older timeline. He's just there in the story. He's just standing around, just so then he has a reason to be
Test your might.
a cameo during the story. That's what I hate. It's like, oh yeah, cameos are non-canon. Some of them do in story, so they are canon. Things like Chameleon, Darius, Goro, Mataro, Quan Chi, albeit we don't have him as a cameo. I'd love him as a cameo, but we don't have him yet. Playable, but he is one.
Fight.
It's like, so some of them clearly are canon, and then some of them aren't. Like Sector and Cyrax, they're the MK3 ones brought over. It's like, okay, I can see that. But you know, then you got some that are just like, okay, this is the new era.
Shang Tsung wins.
Ooh. I don't think we had the room for some of them. I might have to get rid of a key. Oh, I can use. Oh, I didn't know that. Oh man, I'm an idiot. I'm getting tired for some reason. I don't want to be tired. Oh man, sorry. Right, I need 2 more for that. I do like this Liu Kang skin. I need to win rounds with throws. Use my I swear I use my camera more. That mastery. How close am I with him? I'm on 28 and there's 39. What is that? That's a pallet and a half, I guess. Yeah, look, let's see. So Janet, albeit from a different timeline, is canon. Darius was in the story, canon. Serena is canon. Chameleon's canon. Movado is now confirmed canon with Takeda's ending. Goro, Mataro, they were also in the story. Jinko is canon with Kung Lao's ending. So we have more non-canons than canon ones. Because, you know, we have Bihan, Sub-Zero there. I'm pretty sure it's Bihan, Sub-Zero. And then we have Hanzo's Scorpion from their MK2 versions, I think that is. And then you have Striker and things like that. It's like, okay, yeah, these are non-canons. But then, you know, then you got half of them that are canon. It's like, well, this felt like they were just there just to fill out the story. They don't do anything. Why does Serena actually have voice lines? Like, I'm not joking. Why does Serena have voice lines? I'm pretty sure she had voice lines when she went up against Ashura and became, I think it was Quan Chi's cameo for that chapter. And then it's like, you know, in the Living Forest. And then it's like, you know, for some ungodly reason, Darius is just standing there. When you're playing as Scorpion, Darius is just there with Havoc. And it's just like, why? Alright, so I think tag team really needs to be a thing. I would like tag team, like how cool would it be? You have a tag team fight and you can't use cameo. You actually do swap out. I know tag teams in the game files. Hopefully, yeah, there's a lot of stuff in game files that just don't get used, sadly. I can only imagine how many things get cut and shit like that. Went around on it. I'm hoping tag team done. Oh, because we haven't seen that since the reboot, I want to say. You know, the Mortal Kombat reboot, and it's just like, I didn't play that one. But I do love the idea of tagging in and out because, you know, I grew up with Deadly Alliance. That was like my go-to Mortal Kombat was Deadly Alliance or Deception, just depending if I wanted to do Conquest or not. And it was like, okay, you know, the whole story of, you know, Shang Tsung going up against Liu Kang, get his ass handed, and then bang, out comes Quan Chi. It's like, holy shit, they're actually a threat. It's like, yeah, that's super fucking cool. Could we get it in a game? He's like, nope, you don't get in games. Like, why? Oh, I don't know, Garrus, this one.
3, 2, 1.
These are so much easier.
Geras wins.
Garrus wins. Flawless victory. Dude, I'm so fucking knackered all of a sudden. Probably not a good day for me to have streamed, you know, tiredness and shit like that going on. But I do want to stream to at least 2200. Do a bit of reaction and then go from there. I don't know. I also want to watch like a streamer tonight. One of the streamers I really enjoy watching is playing more Elden Ring, and Elden Ring is so much fun. Don't get me wrong, I like Elden Ring. The DLC looks cool. albeit I haven't got the DLC. I haven't even finished Elden Ring. Yeah, it takes me. I think I've finished 2 Star Wars War games in my life. I finished 1 and 3 of Dark Souls. Never played Sekiro or Bloodborne. Elden Ring I never finished. Dark Souls 2 I never finished. And it's not like they're bad games. They're just like I start doing other shit. And they just, you know, hit the back burner and then I stop doing other shit. I want to get one of those little I was going to buy a handheld PC console thing. I was going to buy the Lenovo one, but when I finally made up my mind, the sale just ended on a site that I use, so I was like, nah, I'd wait. Which is a real shame, because some games it's just like, I want to lay in bed. I just want to lay in bed, you know. Like right now, I'm tired, but I don't want to go to sleep, so I would be like, oh. Sorry. I'll be like, oh, okay, I'll go play like Castlevania, Lords of Shadow, because I recently got those games. I've been playing on my stream, because Lords of Shadow isn't like a great game, I'm going to say that now. Like, the story is kind of meh. Controls are not too great sometimes, but I enjoy the game for what it is. And it's like, yeah, I'd play them in bed. I'd play Persona 4 in bed. That's definitely not a game on stream. It's too story heavy. I pay too much attention. I have it, but you know, I want to play it in bed. You know, when you just like, I got the Switch next to my bed and all that, I would definitely have like, you know, one of those, you know, PC console things. And I saw the whatchamacallit, the Steam OLED. I didn't like Steam OLED. I'm gonna tell you something. Yeah, when it came out, it was like, oh, okay, that's cool, that's innovative. Not the OLED, but yeah, the Steam Deck. That's what it's called. Now they brought out the OLED. It's like it doesn't do. It only does like 800p. It's got the most stable frame rate out of the 4 that's currently out between Lenovo, MSI, and Republic Gamer. But at the same time, other things on it just suck. Like, it's Linux based, which, you know, I've never used Linux. Oh, chest monkey. Yeah, I've never used Linux, so it's like, don't know. Yeah, so there's compatibility things, but I know they use Proton, which is something Linux users use to run Windows games. You know, Linux very open for a lot of shit, which is, you know, fair and fine. It's good to be free. But you know, at the same time, I just want to, you know, I could get rid of my iPad then, because my iPad's so out of date that things like the Crunchyroll and Disney Plus apps, so I got a free 3 months to Disney Plus, so I could start using that again. It's like, oh, that can't be used. I went to go onto Crunchyroll, and it's like, oh, you got to update that. Yeah, this is the worst thing. Crunchyroll one won't even let you view the content without updating it. And it's like, well, the update requires iOS 15. It's like, yeah, my iPad stopped 12 years ago. And then Disney Plus one lets you go on it, lets you view things, but as soon as you click play on the video, it's like, no, you need the newest version, iOS 15. YouTube is the only one that still works. It's like, that's really it. I use it for YouTube. Netflix app on it is dying, like half the shit. It takes forever to load up things like movie covers and all that, so I don't know what I'm clicking on. So yeah, it's like an iPad Mini 4, I think. So it's really old. I think about like 10 years ago with my dad. Because he was updating these, and it's just like, yeah, okay, I'll take it. And you know, I just been using it since. At one stage, it was more advanced than the phone I had. Like a iPhone 4 for all my college years. Everyone was always like, why have you got such an old phone? You can't do anything with it. It's like, dude, I'll be happy with like a Nokia brick phone still. At that time, I didn't use Twitter or anything. You know, I barely wanted to touch fucking social media. Now I'm addicted. I fucking hate it. If I ever have kids, man, I'm gonna try and keep them off social media. I'm gonna have to be like, look, your friends are on it, you'll probably get peer pressured into it, but it is not worth it, trust me. Trust me, as someone who has it, it's not worth it. It's soul crushing. You go on there, it's just constant same thing, because the human mind is programmed to be like, oh, okay, we take in more negativity, so then we learn. But in doing so, in this modern era, it's like, okay, well, negativity equals clicks. It's like,
that Shao is a force with which to be reckoned. Abandon caution even for an instant, and you will pay for your neglect with your life.
okay, thank you. So we got General Shao.
Godhood is wasted on Liu Kang.
It is.
Which is why I'll take it from him.
Well, you took it from Onaga in the previous timelines. Still don't understand why you're part dragon in this one.
Fight.
Also, can we stop making Shao and Reiko into like these brutes? Remember, in the original timeline, the way Shao had to defeat Onaga wasn't by a fight, it was poisoning. He literally outsmarted him, and I think it was like he had him drink a drink and all that, because he knew he wouldn't be able to defeat Onaga. It'd be fucking impossible. But then somehow in that same timeline he defeats him in Armageddon, leading up to the reboot. So maybe he actually was powerful enough to do it. It just took him a few more years. I mean, look at the most recent Mortal Kombat movie. They turned Reiko into this brute and all that. I don't get me wrong. Yeah, sometimes it's big brute character, fine. Sometimes it's nice when a character is like, oh my god, that's so against the status quo. You think, oh okay, this guy's a big brute, and outwit him. It's like, oh shit, no, he's fucking intelligent. No. Yeah, the fucking, what was it, Greek philosopher had it like, oh, if you have your weak lead wars, it was something like, oh yeah, if you, those who separate their strength from their minds, from their intellects, is like, will have their wars fought by the weak, or will have their wars fought by the stupid, and their decisions made, no, the decisions made by the stupid and wars fought by the weak, something like that. And it's like, yeah, that's why it really is cool when they have characters like the original Shao Kahn, who is actually smart.
Shang Tsung wins.
Not a big fan of his Order of Darkness one wearing the hood and all that. It just don't suit Shao Kahn. Shao Kahn wasn't like this mysterious hooded figure. He was a fucking big brute. That was like, yeah, I'm front and center. Oh, I got pillows again. Yeah.
Fight.
Squat loud. Somehow I just transformed in. Oh yeah, because these characters. This is something I do hate, because Shang Tsung's thing is like, oh, okay, yeah, I can transform into people. Can't do it with these mashup characters because it would be impossible to play. Where you have moves overlap and all that, it would be impossible to play.
Shang Tsung wins.
Can't wait to max him out though. Can't wait. What is he going to be, the third one we max out? Non-DLC? No, yeah, because we maxed out Raiden, didn't we? Yeah. Yeah, it'll be, it technically non. He is DLC, but no, he's base roster taken out. Even more so than Ermac is base roster taken out, you know. I hate that with a lot of games. It's like, oh yeah, this thing, clearly, I mean, I can't stand it with the new Mortal Kombat. They've done it twice now in a row where it's like, oh yeah, these characters are integral to the story, so they'll be base roster, right? No, we're going to sell them to you. It's like, why? It's like, I think MKX is the best thing about this. I can't speak for Reboot. I played it like twice, I think, and it's my dad's one, so you know it's occasionally on my Steam playable lists. Good family sharing. That bugs out a lot, but back on topic, it's like X is the best one for this. The pre-order was Goro. Goro had nothing to do with the actual MKX story. He was being set up as a potential next villain in the comics, but that just fell through. But you know, it's like, okay, he could be the next game's villain. Let's have him as pre-order. So okay, and then you know, if you want to get Shinnok, you have to beat the game. And now it's like, okay, well, the main villain of the game since 11, because you know, well, not really 11, because 11 had Kronika, but they sold you Shao Kahn, who was a big part of the main villains. And it's like, okay, the main, because they weren't going to have Kronika as playable. So it's like, okay, the main villains will be sold to you. In this game, it's Shang Tsung. Last game, it's Shao Kahn. We're going to lock a character off. This game, it's Havoc. Last game, it was Frost. And from what we've seen, Frost was really big in the MK11 story of setting up a lot of bullshit. And Havoc's really big in setting up the this up-and-coming story expansion. So it's like, okay, you're selling us these things. Yes, they are unlockable, and most of us will be like, okay, well, we'll unlock them. But you're then taking two characters out of being immediately played to be sold to us. One either via unlock and the other by actual selling. Then you got Quan Chi and Ermac, who are actually in the story. And I can't remember if Quan Chi's playable, but Ermac definitely was, because Ermac was a little chapter. And it's like, you didn't sell them back to us, you know, for the price of every other character, because so many of the characters in this don't feel new. Like, you know, we get 6 characters, and you know, they're not that great, if you ask me. 3 are new at the 6 because they're guest characters. It's like, okay, that makes sense. And then, you know, you've got your returning characters. You know, understandable. Out of all of them to return, you chose Takeda. Not exactly a popular one to have done, but okay. And then 2 of them are from story. Both Quan Chi and Ermac were in the story. They were integral to said story. And they were cut. And as we've seen with the release of the Mortal Kombat vinyl thing, vinyl record, Ermac was base roster. And that's annoying. Ready, we've got Sector, Cyrex, Sector. Okay. And it's like, yeah, that's annoying. You know, you could have had it as, oh, pre-order and get Cyrax, for instance, or Sector, and it would have been like, okay, that's cool. You know, because I still haven't owned a fucking Mortal Kombat where Sector is playable. I own Mortal Kombat where Cyrax is playable. If you don't count Triborg, now I have never owned a Sector one. That's a real shame. Going to soon because, you know, apparently it's going to be in Kombat Pack 2. Again, getting off topic. But yeah, they're just selling us shit, and it's like, this should have been base roster. Why is this not base roster? I love doing this one because it's quick and easy. Yeah, imagine if Darius, for instance, was the pre-order or the unlock. You know, I still think MKX aren't the best. It's like, okay, you want people to pre-order as an incentive to get the game. Okay. I pre-order get Goro. Okay. Now Goro is a big staple of Mortal Kombat. He was the first boss, well, sub-boss technically of Mortal Kombat. That's a big thing. You know? Can he hold it now? That's new. Yeah, so it's like, okay, and you're setting him up to be the next villain. But because you had Havoc part of the story, you didn't have him as pre-order. You had him as the villain in this, and it's like, why? I think they should have the next game's villain or something. Try and plan out a few games ahead, or at least a rough idea, and have them as the pre-order. Like I said, Goro was still my favorite pre-order. He's a fun character to play as. I love the variants in MKX. I used to not like them, but after everything that's happened so far, I really love the variants. And it's like, okay, Goro was great. Who would you like to see as the pre-order for this? I don't know. I really couldn't tell you because there are so many fighters. Maybe, I don't know, man. Maybe someone who's not even in the game. Again, just pick a character that's not in the story. We've got, like I say, we got so many. We could have actually had 2 Scorpions, had Hanzo Hasashi Scorpion, non-canon. No, then again, he would play 2 similar to Kuala Yang Scorpion. So there's that. Maybe it could have been Shinnok. But then it's like, yeah, we just had Shinnok with MKX as sort of a unlockable character. Would he be fun? Don't know. Maybe Onaga, but then again, Onaga is kind of being set up as a possible villain. If you go by Shao and Reiko's endings, he's a possibility. We could have had something really cool, Triborg, for instance. That way we get 4 characters in one now. The characters that we will probably never see again. I don't think we're ever going to see Cyber Smoke ever, for a long time. Yeah, the only way I see us seeing a Sub-Zero. The only way I see us getting that is a cameo, which I doubt because we've already got 2 freezing cameos, and then we got a playable character with Ice. That'd be too much for Ice. So I see it as, that would be the best way to get that. Maybe Tribal could be a cameo. That would be pretty interesting. Maybe the pre-order should have been a cameo fighter, but I don't know. Maybe the pre-order could have been a fighter and a cameo fighter. That would have been really, really interesting. Definitely not the best option, actually, now that I think about it. There's 2 characters locked behind a massive paywall. I think I'll just take her head, that's annoying fight. I don't know, man. I'd have to go through the entire roster. See, we can't have Goro because he was just a pre-order 2 games ago, so as much as I like Goro, I don't think we would have him as a pre-order. I want him as a fighter because, I love Goro. Maybe Cabal he could have had. Again, if they want the fighters to be canon, I believe the fighters are canon. We're gonna have to really, really think about this. Now, I don't think Shang Tsung was a smart choice. I think it was a absolute terrible choice. I think it's by far the worst pre-order. And not because he's a bad character, because look, I'm playing as him, I'm doing pretty okay as him. I'm not exactly a great player. I think he's fun. Definitely not the best version of Shang Tsung we've had, but still a fun Shang Tsung. Maybe they could have had Kano. Or Sonya. No, people were really disappointed that Sonya wasn't part of it. She didn't have to be part of the story. It could have been set up later on. It'd be like, oh, okay, well, she's coming in later on with a story update, as a theory, or maybe in the next game of the series. So we wanted to put her in here as the pre-order. Maybe she doesn't, she's not good like in the previous times, but she's not evil either. She's sort of a more neutral force and doesn't like the idea of working with Liu Kang too much. It's like, well, you say that you're here to protect, but I don't fully trust you. It's like, okay, not really. You know, she could be an antagonist for the next one. That's how you set her up. But it's like, okay, we didn't go with that. Could have had Jade. I think people would go with that. I think as well for a pre-order, you kind of got to go with someone very iconic. You know, so you can't exactly go with, for example, Striker. I don't think anyone can't touch this. That's got to be a flawless victory. Yeah, I don't think anyone is going to turn around and say, oh yeah, I'll pre-order for Striker. Okay, I'm pretty sure if I was to show a lineup of Mortal Kombat characters and non-Mortal Kombat characters to the average person who doesn't know too much about Mortal Kombat, would turn and say Striker isn't one of them. I'm pretty sure you could throw him into like any fighting game. I think literally you throw Striker into Street Fighter and he'd fucking blend in. He's just a police officer. It's like, okay, fair enough. There's nothing really brutally violent about Striker. Baraka, possibly. He's kind of iconic, being here since MK2. I think if you're going to go with iconic, you've got to go with the first 2 games. MK3 kind of was throwing shit at the wall at that stage for a few things. That's how you got Striker. Maybe you could have had Nightwolf, not really iconic again. Again, I feel like he's more on the tier of Striker when it comes down to popularity and, you know, being iconic and shit like that. Again, not saying that they're bad characters. I do like Nightwolf myself, but this is just how people might see them from my own sort of assumptions about people in this game. It is a definite weird thing. I think Sindel could have worked, perhaps. Not too sure. Kintaro, that would have been a good pre-order actually. Yeah, Kintaro. We haven't played as him since Armageddon, so there's that. He's not too different from Goro and Shiva, who have been in the previous 2 games. He's kind of, you know, you can turn around and say, oh, you know, the everyday person might look at it and go, oh, it's like that 4-round one from the first game, but they've got a cat version now. And then, you know, they play it and they look into it. Yeah, I think Kitaro would have made a very good option as a pre-order. I think that's my own sort of thing, and that's kind of from someone whose first sort of look at Kintaro was showing. Oh, cheers, man. Yeah, I remember when I first got to this fight. I think Kintaro is first at the 3 boss fights coming up to the end of that. I think it goes Kintaro, Shang Tsung, Shao Kahn. I think when me and my dad saw it, the words that came out of my mouth was like, wow, he's like Goro, but he's a tiger. And it's like, and my dad went, yeah. Because I don't think my dad had ever seen Kintaro before that. Yeah, I could be wrong about that, but that's roughly how I remember it. It's like, oh, okay, yeah, Kintaro could work as a pre-order. Perhaps Noob Cybot, but again, then a ninja character could have worked. I feel like if you were to sell a ninja character as pre-order, you got to have a good one. Ermac could have worked as pre-order, I think. Again, not the best choice, no, because he is part of the story. So, but he's not as integral as Shang Tsung, you know. Comes down to the story. I think I'm sold on the idea of having Kintaro as this game's pre-order of Shang Tsung. I don't know why they picked Shang Tsung. I have all the characters. Why have the antagonist as pre-order? It just seems so weird to me, you know? And that's like playing, what's a really good co-op game people love? I can't even think of any. It's been none in recent years that are iconic. Oh, man, we haven't had a good co-op game in years. Like a good co-op shooter or anything, like a buddy shooter and all that. Oh, man. Oh, yeah, I know. That's like saying, oh, yeah, Gears of War, for instance. Oh, yeah, you play as Dom and Marcus throughout the entire game, but if you want to play as Dom in multiplayer, you got to pre-order. No, that's how dumb it would be. Judgment. Looking at you, Judgment. God, I fucking hate how Judgment done that. Oh yeah, Dom and Marcus are in the game, but you gotta buy certain multiplayer packs or something like that. Marcus literally has a fucking voice line in the story mode as well. It's like, hey, you gotta... Judgment's so fucking dumb with how they've done it. There's a tie skin that I didn't even know about until a couple of years back that you can only get with a comic book. So, you know, 1, good luck getting that outside the US. 2, good luck getting it in the future because it's like, well, that issue is no longer sold brand new anywhere. I think NetherRealm really needs to sit there and think, okay, we gotta think of a roster. Okay, we need minimum 15 to 20 fighters. I think that's a fair base roster. You got room for previous returning characters and maybe some new ones each pack. You know, if they do 6 characters, you could do 3 returning, 3 new. And the new ones you could have as either guests or not. Just get that for the throw finisher. Oh, I want to get that Liu Kang skin. Yeah, it's like, okay, we got to think of it. No, oh hell, you could say, okay, we need 5 DLC characters per pack, 2 returning, 2 guests, and 1 new, or something like that, or 1 guest. 2 new, something like that. You could have something like that, for instance. But I don't know, because I feel like Kombat Pack 1, yes, I like Omni-Man. I feel like he's very fucking weak in this game, but I do like him. I like Homelander. I don't care for Peacekeeper. As much as I like Quan Chi, I don't like his gameplay in this, so he doesn't do much for me. But I'm not gonna say he was a bad pick. I know people love Quan Chi. Then we got Ermac. It's like, well, he was up base roster, which is annoying. And then we got Takeda, and it's like, okay, don't get me wrong, as a Takeda fan of MKX gameplay wise, didn't care for him in the story. I don't think many people care for Combat Kids. You know, it's like, okay, I don't mind Takeda, but I feel like the Combat Kids should be sitting this out for a while. You know, there's so many characters that I would have liked to have seen as a DLC character, and we got Takeda. Out of this pack, I've enjoyed 3 characters playing as. Well, even 2. I'm not a big fan of playing as Omni-Man. I like his intros, I like his fatalities. I'm gonna go see how far that, I don't have to, I can do it, yeah. For challenges. Yeah, I like a lot of things with, how do I swear I could view. I can't view it here. I'm an idiot. Yeah, there's a few things I like with Omni-Man, but, you know, I'm not a big fan of playing as him. You know? He's okay to play as. I think super duper duper amazing for me. 5 out of 6. Use cameo, you idiot. It's not throws, it's cameos. I need to be using the cameo a bit more. Let's go to the store, buy some seasonal stuff quickly. I've got a couple of 1,000 coins. I want to... I think of words that I'm trying to put in my mouth. I want to... I so badly want that Max skin, man. Look at it. I would even get the UMK3 Rain. You know, it's so nice. They're just palette swaps, but I love them, you know. What does he get? He gets a darker version. He gets it in black. And then he gets the black with a different, more red. Gets the mask, which is nice. Love how his eyes are the green, but his hands aren't, which is a real disappointment. Rain gets the same. I feel like that's closer to what Rain was UMK3, but okay. Even that's a 95 skins. I don't think they're bad. Yeah, there's so many characters, man. That we got 3 superheroes, which is like yay, I guess. I don't know. Well, anti-heroes, I guess you would call them. We got 2 characters from the story, and then we got a returning character. And I feel like this combat pack, as much as I love Ermac, Homelander, and you know, for their gameplay, and Quan Chi and Omni-Man for their characters, I feel very disappointed. Overall, with it, this one I really want to buy this. This is what I think when I see Tanya. I think of a very good looking outfit, the white eyes. Shame that she doesn't have her hair out, but oh well, it's pretty cool. I don't really care for getting Shang Tsung. I really don't understand why they didn't have Zombie Liu Kang. Don't like it in the yellow. I like the red that you can get for the weekly challenge. Yeah, I don't really care for that. There's nothing this season that I'm like, yeah, I want to go out of my way and get, you know. What about those Baraka arms? Not really. A lot of the, like I say, I'm not a zombie person. And characters that I'd like to see as a zombie aren't. And again, we don't get much seasonal stuff for DLC characters, so that's always a problem for me. You know, I'm gonna say this now. I can understand guest characters. I really do, because you know, there's only so much you were allowed to do with your artistic license or whatever it is. You know, they have a license, they can only do so much. But it annoys the hell out of me where it's like, oh, okay, they, you know, they get nothing, and then because they get nothing, they can't show favoritism towards their deals, the actual DLC characters or something. I don't know how that fucking works. So we get nothing for Ermac, really. We get nothing for Takeda. We get nothing for so many characters, you know. It's what annoys me in so many other fighting games. Well, so many other things for yeah, I like his new era one so much more. I like this blue that I've got on him. Yeah, it annoys me with so many previous Mortal Kombat ones. It's like, oh well, they're DLC. They don't get anything in the crypt. They won't get any DLC outfits and things like that. This game's a bit different. We've actually had DLC outfits, which is nice. But like he's but no, not much. I mean, we got the UMK3 Ermac. Wow, as much as I like it, I do love it. I'm gonna sit there and lie. It is just a reskin of UMK3 Scorpion, Reptile, Smoke, Rain. Not even the default Smoke one. Yeah, that is. I remember him looking more like that. I guess I'm just misremembering. Yeah, I must be misremembering. I remember him having a bit more of a purplish. I hope we also get UMK3 Noob Cyber outfit. I don't own the one for Sub-Zero because I got deceptions. There's a limit to how much annoyance I can really sort of take with some of these. I do mind the zombie Baraka. Better than the crocodile. And it's better than the Twitch one, which for some reason has, unless they fixed it, he had a see-through arm seam at one point. Yeah, I guess they fixed it. But the purples do it too much for me. So let's put him on his zombie for now. Nitara, I don't think I'm going to be able to beat this outfit. The Raiden season was just too fucking good, man. The outfit's great. I love the whole lightning aspect. I think her Order of Darkness is so good. It should have been her default outfit. I'm going to say that now. Oh, I like it with them, yeah, over the lightning wings. Right, I'm going to put the zombie. I don't understand why they went with zombie for Shang Tsung. Shang Tsung is not known for zombies. That's his Order of Darkness skin. I quite like that over that. It's a little bit more rotten, you know. I don't like that hit at all. Yeah, I don't think there's any good heads for you. I'm just going to put you back into this. King of the Dead. I don't think you've had any great ones yet. Yeah, out of all the characters to get a zombie skin, I would have been like, oh, Liu Kang, but no. No, apparently not. You know, he makes the most sense to get one, but no. I said no. For some reason. I kind of like that, yeah. You know, it's kind of iconic with Liu Kang when he was killed and all that to become a zombie, but I guess not. Guess not iconic enough. Let's see, let's have a look at Pharaoh's skins quickly. There you got a little cutter. Playtime, it's just a more white version. There's nothing really great. I kind of like the browns and reds on her. It seems like they just get a more whiter palette. I think. Wait, what's in the cameos? Who? Oh yeah. Sector would have one more. Because we mastered that, so we got Deadly Dawn, which makes him into a Cyrax. I'm gonna put him back as default. I don't think he can beat Sector and Cyrax default. For some reason though, I wonder if they fixed it. I'm just pretty sure you got that one last. Yeah, I'm just gonna put them both as their default. I don't think you can beat their default, you know. There's so many characters here that I've got. Jax I haven't even done much, but I have his MK3 one, so it's like, yeah, I love Jax MK3 over MK2. Can't help it, I love my Jax without arms. Let's pay for some stuff in the shrine. 5k, let's see what we can get. Oh, a Garrus skin, not a bad one. Johnny, Melina, couple of concept arts, not great. No, I was really disappointed how we got the Dragon King army in this game. And Onaga's not in it again. You know, we're getting teased for Onaga. No Onaga, and it's like, oh my god, Onaga would have been the best antagonist. You know, he was on the level of. I'm sorry, he looks. Some of these characters, they look very similar to how characters actually became, you know? That character there looks very similar to someone already in the game. I'm not too sure who. No one in the fire has anything. Yeah, I'm just a bit salty that some things. We still haven't used the things. Yeah, we've got some Pharaoh stuff, which is nice. I like my chameleon one. Got that. Other backgrounds, we've got a ton of bloody names. Who did we get that? Apparently Cameo Master, I can't remember who. How close are we with Shang Tsung? I think what, he's 29? Yeah, he's 29, so we get 30. And then we gotta go through that, and then we'll get 100 crystals. Yay! How many crystals can you buy at a time? Because I might buy that Ermac one. I don't know yet. I do want to. I might save it. We got some stuff coming out. We do have some stuff coming out. Yeah, that was out last week, I think. Yeah, all the characters there are. You can buy them in 500, so that'd be nice. Collection, one-time pack. What does a one-time purchase ain't too bad. Let's see. Oh wow, for £4, what do you get? 850 dragon coins, Okay. Exclusive Scorpion Dragon palette. Okay. With palette with altar. Okay. Wait, there's apparently fatalities in this. What? That gains one-time purchase with exclusive Scorpion Dragon palette with alternative. With a Scorpion Dragon palette with alternative. Okay, use Dragon coins. Okay, so it's like a Scorpion. I don't know where someone's saying like you're getting a fatality, but I'm not buying it yet. But that's like £4. And I get 850. Oh, it says it down there. 850. How much is it for 500? Because if it's like £4 for 500, it's £4 for 500. Okay, so if I want to buy anything, I should definitely buy that one-time purchase pack and get the Scorpion thing. Hey, again, I hit my arm. Ah. Who needs this many crystals down? That is so nice. I do want that Ermat skin, man. I don't get me wrong, Ermat's got some okay skins. But it's... I don't think you can beat some of the classics, man. I wouldn't mind seeing a 95 inspired Ermat like we're getting for Smoke. I'm also surprised that they gave away Scorpions. Oh, hello. No. Then again, Scorpion doesn't feel like the mascot anymore. Have you noticed that? He's kind of getting screwed over in every fucking game. Sell them, keep talismans, sell my defense. I don't really care about that. Oh, a bit of pain in my stomach at the chest. That pain. Did I do that? Yeah, I did. I can't move now. Oh, the chest right there. Did I miss that? Oh, okay. Not really. Great. Yeah, I don't care for this season. I was hyped as hell for it because, you know, it's Shang Tsung. It's like, oh man, that'll be so cool. But I'm kind of disappointed with it. You know, zombie skins, that's not really Shang Tsung. Yeah, they're close to Revenant out of anything, so I'd say it's Quan Chi, but even then...
The Sub-Zero from Shang Tsung's timeline is perhaps the worst ever encountered.
Okay, fuck you, Sub-Zero from Season 3.
He will freeze our timeline into submission.
Dude, I do not care for this season's story or anything. Like, don't get me wrong, the season stories aren't that great to begin with, but... You know, it's,
You have been called to my entreaties.
they're not that great.
You proved you can't be trusted.
Well, there's kind of a controversy with Chameleon currently because if you play as Reptile versus Tanya, they hint that there's a Zateran amongst the Ungani. And the only one we know by name in the Ungani, other than formerly May, Tanya, and yeah, is Chameleon. And it's like, okay, so it makes sense that it's Chameleon. And it's like, if you play as Takeda, again, I think it was against Tanya. Tanya says that that Chameleon is a Saurian. It's like Saurians don't exist in this universe. It makes me wonder, is Ed Boon being forced to rewrite things and then they're contradicting him later on because he doesn't like them? Like, what's going on? Because it seems like, oh, but I feel like it would be an executive producer like, oh, get rid of Saurians because we can't copyright it and make up a new name. And someone's like, oh, okay, we'll go with some Terrans in. Someone's like, well, I don't like that. I want to keep them Saurians because that's what they are. Because you can't copyright Saurian. the word saurian. It's, you can't copyright it because it's Latin for lizard. It's a good thing I was just paying attention just as that hit. Oh god. I love how bad I am against Sub-Zero. Thank you, Farah. Thanks, Jax. Not even on my team. This is why I think Jack's gonna make a good combo with Homelander, but I haven't got around to trying it. Yeah, because Homelander can just say fuck it and fly. Come on then. Oh, okay. I also feel like when Shang Tsung takes over a character's ability, he should also get all their current upgrades. Like if they have super armor and all that, it'll be powerful, but you know, it'll be the trade-off. You know, you're not playing Shang Tsung anymore, you're playing as someone else who's meant to mimic it. Or at least like a lowered version of it, you know. God damn it. Okay, just do no damage. I love it. Also, yeah, there's no like, you know, unique dialogues and shit like that for seasonal stuff. Fuck me, man. This Jack's good. Maybe Jack's gonna be in a pre-order. He's kind of in Kenshi's. Well, not kind of is. He's literally in Kenshi's ending on the tower. No, I don't know. We could have had. I think Kintaro. I'm kind of sold on the whole Kintaro thing. Or you could have had Kano and Sonya. You know, they are kind of. Let's have a look. What's Farah's thing? Oh, I like that. I kind of really like that. And it goes well with the Shang Tsung sort of one.
Finish him.
Oh, my muscles will hurt very much. Just all that.
Shang Tsung win.
Felt very lucky at the end there. Yeah, I'm kind of sold on the whole idea of Kintaro being a pre-order. Yeah, it's sort of mimicking the Goro. Shiva was popular with 11 players, I know that. So, you know, I think Kintaro would have been a great pre-order. Also, we haven't seen him at all this time. I don't think he was in the reboot, yeah, and that's the last time I've seen him. I think he died in that and never came back. Oh. Oh man, we got a bit for how many maces have we done? I might call it. I'm feeling a bit rough. Yeah, look, we've done 2 maces today. We get another 2 done another time, and he's in the Limit Forest. I hate the Limit Forest. I know I wanted to watch like the whole reveal. I'm just a bit tired. It's been over 2 hours. I'm gonna give it a rest today, but thank you everyone for watching. Those who were here. Appreciate it. Let's show off this new stuff and all that. I'm gonna try and work on a proper overlay, one that looks pretty cool. It's just it's a tiring day today, so I'm gonna end it all. Thank you. Bye bye.